Good evening. Welcome again to another edition of the Labor Agenda TV show. One of your hosts, Corey Hester, president of IBEW Local 1288 Union.
And I'm Rick Thompson, business manager, IBEW Local 1288 Union.
Rick, what is it going to take for the citizens of Memphis and Shelby County to understand that there are a lot of politicians about to screw them out of about a good $20 billion trying to leave Memphis like gas and water, leave and go somewhere else for electric service? What is it going to take? We done got screwed so many times by these Sidney Slinker types. And if you notice, that amount keep rising. It ain't never lower.
I tell you what, if they pull this off, Sidney Slinker will not be mentioned ever again, because the money will be, that little money that Sidney Slinker took compared to what they trying to get right now from the city of Memphis and Shelby County, will make Sidney Slinker like he's a choir boy.
You are exactly right.
Because Sidney Slinker got what, about $100 million?
$100 million
on that pyramid.
Right.
But these jokers finna get $8 billion.
Well, really, you really need to double that over time.
Well, they're gonna get $8 billion up front, but we gotta pay. But when we pay it back, it's gonna be about $20 to $30 billion.
Yes, it is.
It's gonna take us about 30 years to pay back. So that means, Corey, that means I'm gonna have to pay. My children gonna have to pay. Their children gonna have to pay, and maybe their children gonna have to pay. That means my children, my grandchildren, my great grandchildren, my great great grandchildren, and my great great grandchildren gonna have to pay for this robbery and this theft that they getting ready to do under the name of tricking these people like they gonna save $450 million if they get rid of TVA. This is nothing but a trick.
And there is no savings.
There is no savings.
Look, there is no savings on this thing. You finna rob the people. I mean, and they ain't doing it with no mask.
That's right.
They ain't got no mask. They ain't got no gloves. They ain't got no guns. They ain't doing nothing. They robbing you point blank, face to face. Finna rob you for something you gonna have to pay for 30 years from now, if not longer.
It's gonna take you at least 30 years to pay for this robbery, because everybody thinking that they're gonna save $450 million if they get rid of TVA and bring in MISO. Then they think $450 million that you can give it to the city and gap the city budget with that savings, and then you can help with the $400 million, help start us a new transit line that we don't have right now. They don't realize that you cannot, in their first place, there ain't gonna be no savings.
Zero.
First place, MISO do not generate electricity.
True.
They buy electricity on the open market.
I got a question. What would be, hypothetically, they find out MISO really buying electricity from TVA?
They're gonna have to do it. Because you know what? That's a good question, because what's gonna happen if TVA stops selling electricity to Memphis and Shelby County? MISO buy electricity on the open market from wherever they can buy it from.
That's right.
What's gonna happen is the TVA gonna all of a sudden have 13 to 15% more electricity assets. So they're gonna have to sell it on the open market. MISO gonna buy that electricity. And what's going to happen is, MISO going to buy the electricity from TVA at the same price they sell it to us now. Then MISO is going to, they got to make a profit. So they're going to put a little bit more cost in it. We're going to be paying more for electricity on the MISO, and MISO going to be buying from TVA like we're doing right now.
And we were buying directly from the manufacturer.
Right. See, right now, MISO gonna become a middleman.
Oh, but you don't have a middleman. You buying direct, but now you want to use a middleman to buy.
And see, this is the problem. This is the thing. Right now, TVA generates electricity just for us.
Just for us.
MISO gonna buy electricity on the open market. They don't generate electricity. They buy it on the open market for what they can buy it for. And what's gonna happen is, when MISO can't buy it on the open market, that's why you have these rolling blackouts.
Just like it is out in California.
If you look at it in New York and all them places, they have rolling blackouts.
That is true.
You look at what MISO sells electricity in other parts of the country, they have rolling blackouts. Certain parts of the day, you got to go out. That's what's going to happen to Memphis and Shelby County. It's going to become the new norm that a certain part of the day you don't have no electricity.
Mm-hmm.
When the hottest part of the day or the coldest part of the day, all of a sudden you don't have no utilities.
And no heat.
You don't have no heat, you don't have no air because you have rolling blackouts because MISO cannot generate, they got to buy it. But who will sell it to them? So, but this the part they ain't telling you about.
Sure ain't. And they gonna buy it low and sell it high.
And believe me, TVA is a governmental entity. Excuse me. TVA is a governmental entity that cannot make a profit.
No.
MISO is a private company that got to make a profit.
Got to make some money.
Now, how in the world is a for-profit company gonna give you a better price than a non-profit?
Okay. There's no way. There's no way that's going to happen. But that's the game. That's the game they want everybody to follow. We saving all of this money through MISO. You ain't saving no money.
But think about this though, Corey. This is what they saying. They saying the beauty of this whole thing. We gonna cut the deal. We gonna get our $8 billion. And by the time we gotta give TVA a 5-year notice, so you gonna stay with TVA for 5 years. By the time we get our money and we gone, then MISO comes in, we'll have our money gone, and you can't even blame us for it.
Nope.
You can't even hold us accountable. When you start having all these, then the new politician come in and gonna say, wait a minute, it was like this when I got here.
But the new politician gonna catch hell though.
The new politician gonna catch hell.
They gonna catch hell.
But the other part, we're gonna have a $30 billion debt that we gotta pay off. Then we're gonna have higher electric utilities, and then we'll have rolling blackouts where certain parts of the day we won't have electricity at our house. That's what's gonna happen. That's the part they ain't telling you about.
And Rick, it's gonna be a whole lot of seniors gonna get messed up in this deal.
That's right.
Well, it ain't just gonna be seniors. Can you imagine a state building in the dog, a federal building in the dog?
Police department in the dog.
Man, it's gonna be chaos in this city, in the county, because you got so many people want to get their hands on that money.
That's right.
They ain't looking down the road. They only looking at, we cut this deal right now. Look at all the money I'm finna get. Look at all the money I'm finna steal, and they doing it in your face. They ain't hiding it. They point blank telling you, I'm finna rob you.
You know what though? If you notice, that's all you've been hearing about the $450 million, right? You ain't heard one politician says that you can spend, they can save $450 million and help the city on its budget. Help MATA on its budget. You ain't heard one politician say that. Because they know that it's against the law to use utility money on anything other than utilities.
Look at it this way. They don't want the people to know that. Now, you know they know. But they want to, all you hear about is the saving. It's the saving. They ain't saying nothing else about, we really can't say, we can't use the money if we did do it. We can't use it.
Nope.
The city can't use it. City can't use it. The county can't use it. Hell, the water division can't even use the money.
Right. You can't even use water utility service to help electric or gas or vice versa. That's how the laws is wrote. That's how all the laws are written that way. So, this game that they're playing, you notice that you only hear it on this show here. Everybody they got on that team, they talking about doing this study and everything. None of them is utility people. They don't know nothing about no laws. They don't know nothing about utilities. Only thing they going on is whatever the people tell them to say.
And the other part about that is, why is it's always Memphis like air and water you want to get rid of to be able to stay out?
That's right.
It's always get MLGW to be able to sit out when you know you can't use it.
You can't.
You can't use none of the money.
You can't.
You can't use no funds of MLGW for no city function or property or projects at all. You can't use none of the money.
You can't do it.
And the mayor know it,
Yep.
chairman of the city council know
Steve Cohen
it,
knows.
Steve Cohen know it.
If you notice, they got. You can tell all of them on the same page. You got Jim Strickland, Steve Cohen, and all these people. Whoever pulling the string is pulling all of them strings because they all saying the same thing.
All
We
of
need to
them
get rid of
dance the same
TVA.
music.
We need to save 400 because they think that black folk is gonna believe them.
Mm-hmm.
They know black folk is so not up on what's going on until they depend on people that do not have their interests at heart. Now, Steve Cohen saying you need to get rid of TVA, and you got Mayor Strickland saying let's get rid of TVA for MISO, when they know this is nothing more than a power money grab.
Mm-hmm.
This is a money grab. This is the biggest money grab that you would ever see in your lifetime.
But see, this the one I'm waiting on. This is the one they know black folks gonna gravitate to. We'll fall off the cliff for it. See, we can take some of that money, put it in a fund to start our pre-K program.
Yeah.
and ain't no black folks gonna drive off the cliff.
You can,
We'll drive off the cliff for that.
you cannot use utility money to start pre-K.
Rick,
But you're right about it. Hey, anytime they get ready to screw the people of the city of Memphis, first thing they say, we need to help the children.
That's it.
If you ever notice, every time that they ever somehow help the children, they always get what they want, but your children is always in worse shape when it's all said and done.
At the end of the day,
Because they get nothing out of it.
it's never about helping the children. It's about helping myself.
It's about helping their cause.
That cause.
It's about helping their cause. And what they know is they know that Memphis is majority black,
Mm-hmm.
and they know black people do not go and read.
Nope.
They know. They always say it, Corey, that if you want to hide something from black people,
Put it in a book.
Put it in a book.
Put it in the book.
So they know black people. Black folk like to operate based on what sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't gonna go do no research. They want to operate based on what sounds good, and this is the biggest power grab.
And then they know blacks want to operate on what their preacher gonna tell them.
Yeah,
And the preacher, yeah. That's the reason why I say they pre-K. They run through a brick wall for their pre-K.
That's right.
But knowing that when you look at a $450 million in savings, where is the savings at? That's the other thing they ain't telling about. Where's the savings at?
And then when I go and look at all the costs that this MISO, this utility they talking about, when you go out west and look at all the costs where they sell the electricity at, it's always all of it higher than TVA.
Mm-hmm.
All of it higher than TVA. They're not gonna have any savings.
Nope.
You're gonna have the biggest bill that most of you will have on this city in your lifetime. Now, it's gonna take 20 to 30 years to pay this debt off. Now, we borrowed $1.5 billion and paid TVA to get a discount on electricity, and it took us 20 years to pay it off. Now they're talking about borrowing $8.3 billion, and it's likely to take us about 50 years to pay it off.
Well, no, it's gonna take longer than it because it took 20 years to pay off that 1 point. The first time, it's gonna be 100 years we pay that off. I mean, because one thing about it, you ain't gonna have people that got the city of Memphis' best interest in heart when they're doing this deal. That's right. Ultimately, it's all about cut the check, get the check to the bank. By the time you get the check to the bank, the money going in there because everybody don't already got their piece of the pie. So the citizens ain't left with nothing.
That's right.
And then the citizens ain't gonna get nothing anyway because you can't use the money.
That's
You
right.
can't use the money for the city. You can't use the money for the county. You can't use the money for MATA. Hell, you can't even use the damn money for the zoo.
That's right.
you can't use utility funds for nothing but that utility, and it got to be for that division of the utility. That's the only thing you can use it for.
That's right.
So where's the $450 million savings going?
Dirty.
You finna spend $8.3 billion to even bring the infrastructure in.
That's right.
That's only on the electric side. What about the gas and water? They still gotta operate.
That's right.
So you still being in a hole. You ain't saving no money, none. All thing that's gonna happen, that check they're gonna cut, somebody gonna go ahead and steal it before he even hit the bank. That money gonna be gone. The citizens gonna be left with a debt that they would never crawl up on.
And this is a big thing. What they want Memphis to do is build, because you have to use that money to build infrastructure. See, right now, TVA already got the infrastructure built in. You can't hook that stuff into TVA infrastructure. You're going to have to build infrastructure. They're going to call all that money. And the reason why they want you to build infrastructure for MISO, because once MISO get here and we build the infrastructure, then they can be able to sell to all those co-ops. They're going to be able to sell to other states. But they need Memphis to build the infrastructure for all these Tipton County, Fayette County, all the way up to Nashville, all the way to North Carolina. They need Memphis to build the infrastructure, and once Memphis builds the infrastructure, then MISO can make money off of those people. Well, but Memphis, they want Memphis to build it.
Once again, sitting slim. Memphis going to hole for everything.
That's right.
You want Memphis to do everything and go in a hole in the process.
That's right.
And ain't getting nothing out of it. So you hear you got TVA generating electricity at a constant level.
That's right.
Now they generating it. You ain't never had a problem. You ain't never heard TVA say, well, look, we're going to do rolling blackouts. Never. But you hear that out in the Midwest. You hear that up east. You hear that out west. They got rolling blackouts all the time in the summertime. When has Memphis ever had a rolling blackout? Never.
Hey, just in case you don't know what rolling blackout is, that means that a certain time of the day they cut your electricity off because they don't have any to generate to give you. So it means you don't have no electricity certain parts of the day. You might be out for 4 or 5 hours a day. That's what MISO. If you go do the research on MISO, you'll see when they sell electricity at, you got states that have blackouts certain parts of the day where they don't have electricity for 4 or 5 hours a day because they have to buy utilities on the open market. They don't generate electricity. They have to buy it on the open market. TVA generates electricity.
Constant.
So therefore, that's why you never had any problems. See, this the part that they're not telling you. Then when I look at this show that comes on Saturday on Richard Ramp's show, and sometimes they'll have Tawan Stott Mitch on there. And the first thing she'll say, we need to listen to JT, he the professional.
Of what?
He the professional. We need to listen to JT Young. He's the president of MLGW. And, you know, you had somebody call in on our show the other day. And they said, look here, they said, they know JT Young from Florida. And said he was just over customer service. He never been over a utility company. He was over 30 people. And
so basically he was number 2 supervisor.
Right. So basically, you know, he's the president of the company, and I respect him as the president of the company. However, I live in Memphis. I love Memphis and Shelby County. And I'm not going to let anybody mess over Memphis and I don't have something to say about it. And this, as soon as JT time is up, he got about 3 years left. As soon as his 3 years is up, he gonna move back to Florida and he gonna leave us with this mess here in Memphis. So therefore, I'm gonna continue to sound the alarm on what's getting ready to happen here to us in Memphis, Tennessee.
That's right. And we'll be right back after this commercial.
Hi, my name is Kimberly Houston, and I am a fair share giver to the IBEW Johnny Dawson Charitable Foundation, and you can become a giver as well by visiting our website at www.johnnydawsonfoundation.org.
A blanket and Valentine's Day.
Hey, my name is Marco Sanchez. I'm a first share giver to the IBEW Johnny Dawson Charity Foundation.
My name is Glenda Hicks, and I am a fair share giver to the IBEW Johnny Dawson Charitable Foundation.
Hi, my name is Tommy Polian. I'm a above fair share giver to the IBEW Charitable Foundation. giving back is everybody's responsibility in the community.
Hi, I'm Bill Hawkins, and I'm an above fair share giver to the IBEW Johnny Dawson Charitable Foundation.
Helping the community is everybody's responsibility.
And welcome back. And Rick, I agree with those sentiments as well, because when he leave, he gonna leave whatever package he got.
That's right.
Head back to Florida. You gonna have all of these citizens, employees, gonna be stuck trying to figure out this mess, this hole that we don't got put in, along with him and all of these damn politicians. Because all of them greedy. Ain't nobody really looking at this thing. Everybody got this thing, they look at this with these rose colored glasses on, saying, look at the money we finna get. And the bad part about it, they can't let them get the money anyway.
But think about this, Corey. I'm gonna ask you this question, 'cause I can't figure it out. You got Van Turner, county commissioner Van Turner, over there, he's on the county commission. He went to other unions saying he needs support to help get rid of TVA and bring in MISO to the other unions. But why did he come to the union that represents the employees of Memphis Light, Gas and Water and ask for our help?
Because we know the truth over here. We are in the utility industry. We are in that business. It makes sense for you to talk to us, but he didn't want to do that because we know the game. We live and breathe this over here. We ain't about to sell out our citizens and co-workers and employees for some foolishness. That's the reason why he didn't want to come talk to IBEW Local 1288. He just wasn't going to do that.
He went over there and talked to the Teamster Union and said, I need your support.
Teamster? Wait a minute.
The Teamster Union called me and said, look here, man, I told Van Turner, I'm in the trucking business. I don't know about electricity. I need to talk to IBEW. So he called me. Now, why wouldn't Van Turner call me and say, hey, let's talk about MISO saving MLGW and the citizens of Memphis $450 million. You know why he didn't do it? Because he know I know better.
That's right.
In fact, it's gonna cost more to get MISO if we get MISO.
Well, now all of that question is, Rick, you're a county commissioner. Why in the hell are you putting your nose in city business anyway?
That's a good question.
Why are you worried about a city of Memphis entity?
That's right.
That you have no dealings with the budget on anyway.
That's right.
You have no dealings with the employees anyway.
That's right.
But you gonna circumvent our local, to go talk to a Teamster union?
Yeah.
That has no dealing with utility, no dealing with lime, no dealing with gas, no dealing with water, no dealing with customer service, has no dealing with it, but you can go ask them to support you on something they don't know a damn thing about.
That's right.
Folks, that should tell you how bad these folks want to screw you on this deal.
If Van Turner meant good over this thing, the first thing he'd have done is jumped on that telephone and gave me a call.
Yeah, that's right.
Now, what happened is, if you know that Van Turner, Susan Thornton, all these people, they got a consulting firm.
Mm-hmm.
They got a consulting firm, and they're on the payroll of MISO, MISO paying them to try to sell this to the people of the city of Memphis, and they're making good money, trying to bamboozle
and hoodwink
the citizens of Memphis and Shelby County. Now, I'm telling you, citizens of Memphis, y'all better wake up, because they moving fast.
It sure is.
Especially during this pandemic, they try to move everything as quick as they can move, because they know that even when it's happened, when you won't even feel the effects of this until 5 years from now. And by this time, they will all have their money and gone.
And Rick, they using the pandemic to the hilt.
Right.
They using it because they know people ain't paying attention to it.
That's right.
You hear little tidbits about it, but people really ain't paying attention to what they're doing. They ain't paying attention to what they talk about. They talking about screwing you. That's what they're talking about.
They talking about screwing.
Well, we need to get the city back open up now. Oh, man, that ain't nothing but a front. You need to pay attention to what's really going on. They finna put you in debt for the rest of your life.
That's right.
That is exactly what they finna
But
do.
they're getting ready to do. They're getting ready to create themselves some generational wealth. Them and their families will be wealthy off of us paying for 30 years for the rest of their natural life.
Mm-hmm.
They'll be rich down through the next 100 generations from what they're getting ready to do to us if we allow them to do it.
And here's the question I got. It's going to take 5 years to lead TVA.
Mm-hmm.
Now, within that 5 years, if you ain't got the infrastructure in, what you do? Everybody sits in the dog, basically.
Or what they're going to do is, because see, all you got to do is go back 50 years. Go back to down, let's go down memory lane a little bit. Some 50, almost 60 years ago. They were going to leave TVA then. They left TVA for a minute. That's when they built that Allen Steam plant over there. They left TVA. They got a bond of, I think it was $250 million.
Mm-hmm.
50 years ago, it was like $8 billion today. And they robbed the city of Memphis, where the people at the city of Memphis had to pay for that again, that bond, through utilities, because they got rich, that generation, in fact, 50 years ago. And then they had to end up back with TVA.
Ended up selling TVA the plant anyway.
That's right.
And after women, after we built it.
They had to sell them the plant back. Sure did.
Look, so like as the water go out, build this plant, and ended up selling it to TVA.
Now what they get ready to do? Now what they get ready to do is use $8 billion to build infrastructure for this other company. This other company that's probably gonna have to buy this electricity from TVA.
Which I think they are.
That we gonna still, but we just gonna be paying more for it.
As they say, it's a pass through. They gonna buy it for TVA for probably 5%, something like that. But you gonna sell it around and sell it to like it's water for about 30%. Because they gonna make a profit. Ain't no doubt about that.
That's right.
They gonna make a profit.
That's right.
Now one thing about MISO in the business of making money.
That's right.
So they gonna make some money because they ain't finna come way over, cross that river and not make no money.
That's right.
And there's no way they can sell electricity to like gas water cheaper than what TVA doing. It's impossible.
Exactly right.
That's because if you do it to us, what you think everybody else gonna want to do that you do what they selling the electricity to MISO from? They gonna want the same damn deal. So they ain't finna cut their own throat to try to get us. That ain't finna happen.
That's right.
Folks, it sounds good, but I'm telling you, it's a terrible deal. They finna put us in the hole for the next 100 years.
Mm.
Yeah, you need to wake up. This MISO thing is nothing but a money grab. And like Rick said, sitting the sleep is gonna look like a choir boy with all this over with.
That's right.
If this thing go through, sitting the sleep gonna look like he's a straight up choir boy, leading the choir. Because Memphis and Shelby County are finna get screwed. You leaving, you giving TVA a 5-year notice to leave, and you ain't even got the infrastructure in to put in. You gotta go and buy. Look at all that right away they got to buy.
That's right.
And we talking about buying right away up in different counties.
That's right.
In one part in the whole other state.
That's right.
That you got to buy.
That's right.
You got to buy that stuff. You just can't lease. You got to buy that stuff.
And Memphis is gonna have to buy.
Yeah, Memphis gonna have to buy.
You're gonna have to buy right away all down in Mississippi. You gonna have to buy right away.
You got to buy all the way up in Dyersburg, Tennessee. You got to buy all the way up in there.
And the thing about it is, anytime they kill you, it's gonna cost whatever they tell you it's gonna cost, time it 4.
At least.
If they say it costs 8 billion, it costs 30 billion.
At least. Because there's gonna be a problem. And then you got to put all this stuff in, and hopefully it gets done
In 5 years.
in 5 years. And then if it ain't done in 5 years, would you think TVA gonna give you an extension?
And then hopefully work. But the thing is the politician who put us in this mess gonna be gone. Just like smart meters.
Yeah. Oh.
Every single politician that got us in this mess on smart meters, we went out there and they said they passed a bond for us to pay $250 million. We already out of $500 million.
Yep.
And I remember when they bought the computer system, they said they're gonna cost $54 million for this computer system. Well, $52 million was consulting fee. So what they did, the computer system cost $2 million. They paid $52 million for consulting fee to a consultant that still couldn't get it to work.
Nah.
So we still
in the hole.
Just spending our money, making people rich.
Making people rich. And Rick, you look at all those politicians that we can't stop technology. Well, look what happened to it. We're in the hole with it right now.
Well, why keep making me pay for it? It ain't work.
It ain't working. We're in the hole with this thing right now. So imagine you already got that $1 billion that you still gonna be paying for within these 5 years.
That's right.
Now you want to compound another $8.3 billion on top of that?
That's right.
Oh man, you already in the hole. You already behind. Don't put yourself in no more debt, because that's all this thing is.
I wouldn't be surprised if Chris Bieber ain't somewhere, because MISO sell utilities to Canada.
That's true.
I wouldn't be surprised if Chris Bieber was somewhere behind this thing.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Making money.
Look,
He want to brought smart meters in.
He sure did. You got so many players in this thing across the state and across Arkansas. You got so many people involved in this thing. Well, but I thought Steve Cohen don't get involved in local business.
Well, the puppeteer is the one who pulling the strings, and Steve Cohen is one of the puppets, along with Jim Strickland and the rest of these Negroes, politicians and preachers, that they pulling their string, and when they tell them that they want to make money off this city, they don't care how much it costs. These puppets got to come out there and do what they told.
Got to come out there dance.
They got to come out and dance.
They got to come out and dance. And don't care how many people they screw up in the process. But I'm waiting to see when the black preachers get involved. Then all right, we got this done. So now we need to pull the blacks in. And therefore you're gonna see all the preachers come in. Oh, this is a good thing. Look at the money it's gonna save the city on. They can do this with that city money. I ain't telling them that they can't use it.
That's right.
All thing they saying, look, the key word is save. Look at what you gonna say, but they ain't telling how they can't use it. So it ain't no folks. It ain't no savings. The true fact of the matter is, you finna get screwed if you go down this path.
That's right.
You finna get screwed. There's no savings versus paying $32 billion, $8.3 billion, and saving $450 million. Where's the savings in that? That ain't no savings.
Ain't no savings.
None. No, you can't say you can save that over time. How you gonna save $450 million over time, but you spending $32 billion over time?
And the thing about it is, they're going to watch and see the same people who are pulling the string. They also pull the NAACP strings. Watch the NAACP come out and they tell them, we need y'all to go out there and fool the black community. That NAACP gonna go out there and go to trying to fool the black community.
They're gonna sing that song.
Sing that song. But then they'll use Dr. King. Dr. King came here for that, and that's what we need to do, to fool the black community. Man.
Folks, wake up. We telling y'all, wake up. See, that's the reason why he couldn't come talk to you, Rick. That reason why they couldn't come over and talk to 1288. That reason why they had to go get another unit. Because like I said, over here we know the truth. There's nothing you can't tell us about the utility industry that we don't know. That's especially right. Dealing with members like Gas and Water.
That's right.
You can snowbird somebody else that don't know, but you can't snowbird 1288.
Look here, if you look at all the experience that all the officers of the union got. Combined, we got about 500 years worth of experience.
That is true.
It's the reason why he won't come to us.
Mm-hmm.
Because he know, as soon as he opens his mouth, we're gonna know he's lying.
That's it.
And we don't play those games. I don't play those games. None of our officers play that game. You come to us, we work with you, but you gotta come straight.
You gotta come correct.
Because if you don't come straight, we're gonna call you on.
Bottom line.
And we ain't gonna do anything that's gonna hurt this community.
Nope.
I love the Memphis and Shelby County community. This is my home.
Yes.
And when I leave Memphis, for a matter of fact, when I leave Memphis, they'll be carrying me down there on Forest Hill, Irene, to the National Cemetery. If they don't be able to annex that into them.
Nah, they don't get it back.
Okay.
They get it back.
But I be in Shelby County, I tell you.
Yeah,
that.
be in Shelby County. That's right about that.
But I tell you, I'm not gonna let somebody just think they can just, cause they wanna make generational wealth
For themselves.
for themselves and their families, and screw me and my family and my friends and my community. It ain't gonna happen without a fight.
And you know, Rick, you had Barry Turner and his group, but you got all them groups up there. None of them, not one, came in X 1288.
Nope.
Their opinion on this deal, leaving TVA. None of them, cause they know they can't snowbird us. You can't lie to us. You can't tell us this pipe dream thing. This is gonna be a great thing for the Memphis and Shelby County. Well, we already know. Hell, you're lying. They just call it what it is. Hell, you're lying.
That's right.
We know there's no way MISO can compete with TVA. We know this. Hell, MISO know it.
The thing is I don't know who worked up this scheme to try to fool the people of the city of Memphis and Shelby County. But we're gonna sound alarm.
That's right.
We're gonna let people know. In fact, this whole thing, leaving MISO, leaving TVA, ought to be forced to be put on the ballot. They're gonna call it, we're gonna have to pay for this for the next 30 years. This ought to have to be put on the ballot and let the people vote on it.
Mm-hmm. It need to be, man. Look, city council members ought to be screaming, but you know how that goes. You know how that goes. You got some city. Matter of fact, when Barry Turner put his nose in it, the city council member should have got on his case about putting his nose in city business.
That's
That's about it.
One of the council members did get.
Well, you're right.
You had the one council member jumped his butt and said, "Look here, why are you putting your nose in city business? And then why are you trying to bring MISO in here? Because you try to not only bring MISO in here, but you try to bring their employees in here to take over the electric division and lay off all the employees in the electric division."
That stay inside of the Memphis and Shelby County. You want to lay them off so they can bring their own employees in.
Right.
Folks, this thing is all about them greenbacks. That's what all this thing is about. Them folks gonna get their money. They gonna create that generational wealth for them and their family, friends, and however long it may last, while you getting screwed. You gonna be paying for their family for the rest of your days. That's all it is. It's all about the money. It ain't about doing what's best for the city and the county. It's about creating me some wealth from now on.
That's right.
That's all it's about.
That's what it's all about.
These folks whoever came up with it, they came up with a good idea.
That's right.
But they just didn't count on 1288 sounding the law.
That's right.
They just thought we was gonna ride along with it. Now they got another damn thing coming.
Don't nothing happen big in like Esmeralda or in this city that we don't get in on.
That's right.
You know, and it's a good thing that we got a big microphone.
That's it. Huge microphone.
We got a radio show and a TV show. And incidentally, for those of you that don't look at our radio show, or listen to our radio show, we come on every Saturday from 3 to 5 o'clock. We come on at 5 after 3 to 5 o'clock. Every Saturday on AM 990. Or you can pick us up on FM 107.9. Every Saturday
Where you be getting the truth about what's going on in the county.
2 hours.
Yeah.
2 hours. I mean, just think. We have 3 hours a week.
Mm-hmm.
IBEW do. 3 hours a week where we can sound the alarm
Non-stop.
about everything that's going on within Memphis and Shelby County, and we tell the unwatered down truth.
Mm-hmm.
We don't try to water down our what's going on at all. We call it like we see it.
We ain't worried about the feelings.
We call it as the way we know it.
That's right.
And if your feelings get in the way,
They just get ran over. The fact of the matter is, we here to sound alone. We not gonna let people screw the city and Shelby County and screw our employees in the same process. Because what y'all try to do is really try to screw the system with this deal with MISO.
That's right.
Bottom line. That's basically what you trying to screw the citizen of the city of Memphis by selling them a real fake pipe dream of savings of $450 million.
that's right.
That ain't no savings.
And if you notice, when they go to talk about the $450 million and how you can use it on the city budget and all that, you don't hear no politicians saying that,
No, they quiet.
because the politician know it's against the law to do it. So you don't hear no politicians saying it. They send send outs out to do that.
Look, they send them laggers out to do that. And
Let the record reflect that my name is Mrs. Cornelia Crenshaw and I reside at 603 Vance Avenue. Let the record also reflect that I have been in many of the budget hearings and that I am here very frequently to look in on what the council is doing. I have had some pretty rough times down here, but that doesn't matter. I'm here again to do what I feel is necessary to be done.
Miss Cornelia Crenshaw was the mother of the civil rights movement in the 60s, 70s, and 80s.
Miss Cornelia Crenshaw spearheaded the strategy committee that brought Dr. Martin Luther King to Memphis.
Miss Cornelia Crenshaw coined the phrase, "I am a man," used as a rallying cry to help the Memphis sanitation workers and to put energy back into the Memphis sanitation strike.
Miss Cornelia Crenshaw stated that education is an important element in our struggle and the passport to our future.
Miss Cornelia Crenshaw understood that knowledge is power. The more knowledge we have, the more power we have. Therefore, I pose, I am a woman.
I pose, I am for education in our communities.
I pose, I am empowerment.
I pose, I am women equality.
I pose, I am elimination of prejudice and discrimination.
I pose, I am promotion of economic development.
Together, we are keeping Miss Cornelia Crenshaw's legacy alive.
Hi, my name is Kimberly Houston, and I am a fair share giver to the IBEW Johnny Dawson Charitable Foundation, and you can become a giver as well by visiting our website at www.johnnydawsonfoundation.org.
A blanket and Valentine's Day.
Hey, my name is Marco Sanchez. I'm a first share giver to the IBEW Johnny Dawson Charity Foundation.
My name is Glenda Hitz, and I am a fair share giver to the IBEW Johnny Dawson Charitable Foundation.
Hi, my name is Tommy Polian. I'm an above fair share giver to the IBEW Charitable Foundation. Giving back is everybody's responsibility in the community.
Hi, I'm Bill Hawkins, and I'm an above fair share giver to the IBEW Johnny Dawson Charitable Foundation.
Helping the community is everybody's responsibility.
You're right. I want to change the subject here real quick. What do you think going to happen? Because I'm sitting there, I'm listening to what was going on in the state, how bad the state budget is.
That's right.
man. Now
it's terrible.
But I noticed something. It's amazing how everybody across the country was sending people home to work.
Mm-hmm.
But now you hear back. The budget's bad. The budget's bad, but you send everybody home to work. So eventually, some cuts gonna have to be made.
That's right.
Now you got the employers that still out working versus the employers at home working.
That's right.
Some cuts gonna be made, and I ain't just talking about at the state. I'm talking about the county
and the city.
and the city. Because bad as this thing is with this pandemic, unemployment running out of money.
Unemployment running out of money. And when he said cuts, he ain't talking about just cutting services. He's talking about cutting employees.
Yes. It's going to be some cuts that's going to be made. And a lot of these employees that ran out, I want to work from home, I want to work from home, they going to find out they might be home.
They'll be home forever.
They might find out that they're going to be home forever.
Mm-hmm.
Man, looking at what this thing has done.
Oh, man. This thing have done bad. This pandemic have really put the hurt on the whole world.
Yeah.
To include Memphis and Shelby County, it have put a hurt on us. And if something don't change pretty soon, we all gonna be
feeling the pain.
Feeling the pain on it.
Man, it's bad. But you know, I'm just really looking at how this thing is gonna impact the everyday working men and women.
That's right.
It's gonna hurt the everyday working man and women more so than what people realize.
That's right.
It really is. So, you know, folks, you know, I understand people want to run home, they want to work from home. My person, that ain't a good idea right about now.
Nope. That's
because
not
you at home, you don't know what the company doing about your job at the job.
That's right. Believe me, if you're not there to watch them, they're making plans right now to make sure that you be out of a job. Mm-hmm. Trust me when I tell you that. They want you at home so they can make plans to keep you at home without a job. See, right now they paying you because they know that makes you feel good. You're not watching them. You're not watching the store while they in there. Mm-hmm. And they're going to have this thing where you can't come back to work.
Look, and then Rick, you're not watching the store at the same time. When you be at the store, you hear the little conversation that be passed through the aisles, or you see the notes that be getting passed. You ain't seeing none of that.
That's right.
You ain't hearing none of that. So you basically is out the loop.
You're out the loop. See, the only thing about your job is nobody can keep your job for you better than you can.
That's right.
Also, Corey, you know, people need to get ready for the August election.
Yes.
And the August election, make sure you're registered to vote so you can vote in the August election.
Yes.
Because we need to make sure that we vote a former council member, Joe Brown, into the general session court clerk job. He's running for the general session court clerk, and we need to make sure former council member Joe Brown win.
The man for the people.
He's the man for the people.
Mm-hmm.
Former council member Joe Brown.
You're right, Rick. Make sure you are a registered voter. If you ain't, this is the time you need to be starting getting yourself registered to vote, because it's a game gonna be played during the election time, because it always is.
Always played.
A game is always played. So folks, we need to get former council member Joe Brown in that seat.
That's right.
We need to get him in. But folks, hey, this election gonna
be very important.
This election is gonna tell a tape from years to come, Rick.
That's right.
It really is. This folks, we tell you to get registered so you can vote, but this year alone is going to determine the haves and the have-nots.
Also, customer service. I'm hearing, Corey, that they are talking about stopping partial payments. They said, I got the call last week. They said that they was talking about, they said they starting to get the customer service policy together. And they said that your vice president of customer service do not like the customer service policy where they allow people to pay their bill down to $199 and keep their utilities on. He wants you to either pay all of your utilities or get turned off.
Wow.
From what I hear.
And not only that, that's another attack on one Miss Cornelia Crenshaw, because if it wasn't for her, we wouldn't have that partial payment plan in there.
That's another attack on Miss Cornelia Crenshaw. Cause this another guy who he came from Washington D.C.
Mm-hmm.
They really had no investment in the city. They made
Still ain't got no investment.
And he, according to the information that I received, he's out there trying to stop partial payments so that if you don't have all of your money, 100% of your money when you pay your utility bill, he's trying to get the Board of Commissioners to pass a policy that you get turned off.
Now,
that you can't go down there and make an arrangement anymore to keep your bill on. They want to get rid of all of that.
So all these folks, all these senior citizens, they have to juggle their budget to pay their utility bill, buy them some food, to pay for their medicine. You gonna leave them in the dark. We got citizens, we got customers out here that's actually on life support meters that family members have to juggle to pay their utility bills. So you gonna cut them off, leave them in the dark, and so basically you want to start killing people off.
Well, basically what they're saying is if we get MISO, you're gonna have rolling blackouts anyways.
So they're gonna die anyway.
If you can't pay your bill, you're just gonna be blacked out.
man, that's asinine to go that route.
Also, Corey, I heard that the president of MLGW said he's not gonna open those community offices back up.
We knew that was coming. We knew that was coming.
I got to call him. He said that's the discussion up there right now. He's saying that those community offices will never be open back up.
Rick, I'm saying I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming.
I knew it was coming
because you can see how they have been operating this thing.
Mm-hmm.
They using this pandemic to say we need to close all of the offices down. That's what they're using it for.
Mm-hmm.
They using this pandemic. They got some things they want to put in place, and they're using the pandemic to do it.
That's right.
That bottom line. Why would you want to close the community office? That's what people know.
Mm-hmm.
Why you want to punish the people for getting rid of the partial payment? That's what people live off of. That's how people make do get by through the month when they check it short.
That's right.
But you want to punish the citizens. But like you said, no one at Memphis Light, Gas and Water, or even on the Board of Commissioners Light, Gas and Water, have no compassion for the citizens of the city of Memphis. They just don't have it.
Well, I'm trying to figure out what the Memphis City Council is going to say when the president of MLGW go to them and say, I'm not going to open those community offices back up. I want to see what they're going to say when they come and say, we're going to stop partial payments. We're not going to have it where people can make arrangement to pay part of their bills so they can stay on. They either pay it all or get turned off.
Wow.
That way, if they do that, they figure they can get rid of all the employees in the community office. Mm-hmm. They can get rid of most of the call center.
Yep.
If you notice, all the people they're gonna get rid of is black.
Call center. That's gonna hurt the
credit council.
That's gonna hurt the call center, credit council, cashiers, customer service field operation.
Yep.
So
90% of the people that's gonna be hurt, employees, is black.
Yes, that sure is. And then you talking about affecting not only those employees, but you're gonna affect all of those senior citizens like that.
That's right.
You finna punish them. I'm like you, Rick. I want to see exactly what's the city council stand gonna be on that, on putting the squeeze on the community.
That's right. And I don't want to hear the city council say, well, we ain't got no control. That you do.
Yeah,
you control the purse string.
But see, you done went and got your rate increase, so now you feel like, hey, I can do whatever I want to do now.
Man, time ran out.
Oh man, already?
Yep.
Oh man, I was gonna run good. You be having fun. Until next time on Corey Hester.
I'm Rick Thompson,
and we'll see you again on the Labor Agenda TV show on Cameras Production Network, Comcast Channel 31.
Where is she? Come on back, peaceful.
Whoa, easy now.
I'm gonna be free or die.
I've been walking with my face turned to the sun. Weight on my shoulders, a bullet in my gun. Oh, I got eyes in the back of my head, just in case I have to run. I do what I can when I can, while I can for my people. While the clouds roll back and the stars fill the night, that's when I'm gonna stand up, take my people with me. Together we are going to a brand new home, far across the river. Can you hear freedom calling, calling me to answer? Gonna keep on keeping on. I can feel it in my bones.
You have made it 100 miles to freedom. Would you like to pick a new name to mark your freedom?
Parrotum. Early in the morning, before the sun begins to shine, we're gonna start moving towards that separating line. I'm wading through muddy waters. You know I got a made up mind, and I don't mind if I lose any blood on the way to salvation. And I'll fight with the strength that I got until I die. So I'm gonna stand up, take my people with me. Together we are going to a brand new home, far across the river. Can you hear freedom calling, calling me to answer? Gonna keep on keeping on.
Harriet, welcome to the Underground Railroad.